All right, we are live here on Haskell 85 YouTube channel. Welcome to Saturday Night Spread'em on Friday, January 2nd, 2026. Our first picks of 2026. Let's see here. Last week we went 9-7, but we got $100 out of it because we picked two pick of the weeks. There, two Haskell pick of the week, Saints and Jags. Both did work. We are 133, 108, and 2 on the year, up $570, and 10-7 on the Haskell Get Paid pick of the week. So the lock is a lock 60% of the time. Sorry, I'm going to move this. All right. So anyway, I'm doing this today because we got two games tomorrow, and there are two of there's still a good amount of teams playing for positioning, seeding, that kind of thing, but they're also playing some duds. But we got three games where they're all playing for the division, and two of them are tomorrow night, and then Sunday night is the last one because the NFL knows how to shuffle a schedule. I've been doing it for, I want to say 10 years, and I like it because you get a guaranteed good game on Sunday. This doubleheader on Saturday is kind of nasty too. Anyway, let's get into it here. Saturday, tomorrow, we have the 8-8 Panthers heading to the 7-9 Bucks. Bucks are favored by 3.5. 43.5 is the over/under. I'm going to take the Panthers. The Bucks have fallen off a cliff. I love Baker Mayfield. I love his toughness, but they just haven't looked right. And I think the Panthers. They beat them 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago. And I think they're just prime. Take the division. They hung around enough. This division's kind of soft. And I think they're going to get it. I think they get in the playoffs this year, get to host a playoff game. Good for you, Panthers. And Bryce Young. Good for Bryce Young. All right, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. We got the 13-3 Seahawks going to San Fran to play the 12-4 Niners. Niners are home dogs, plus 2.5, 47.5 the under. I know the Niners are kind of banged up. I know Seattle's awesome, and I believe they're 7-0 or 7-1 on the road. Like, their road record is ridiculous. They definitely have 7 wins on the road. I think Brock Purdy's playing at another level right now. It's a division game. McCaffrey is the man. I got to take the Niners. I got to take the Niners on this one. I love Seattle. I like the chance in the playoffs. I just feel like this is the Niners game here. I think they got this one. All right, Sunday. 6-10 Saints had to play the 7-9 Falcons, led by Kirk Cousins. Bijan, who went off. Falcons are favored by 3.5, 44.5 is the over/under. Give me the Saints. I think the Saints are the best team in the division. They just had to switch quarterbacks late. I think they will win the division next year. Put that down as a future. Give me the Saints there. All right, next we got the Bengals Browns. Bengals favored by 7.5. Browns got Shedeur Sanders. Give me the Bengals. If anything else, just for me to see one more laser light show by Joe Burrow this year. I think he ends up tossing a few TDs because he is the man. Let's see here. The 6-1 Packers head to the 8-8 Vikings. Vikings favored by 9.5, 37.5 over/under. I'm gonna take the Vikings. The Packers are sitting starters, and they haven't even named all of them, but they're sitting enough. I think the Vikings are still out there trying to figure stuff out. A lot of teams like to call it momentum for next year. All day. 7-8, Cowboys head to the 3-13 Giants. Giants are home dogs plus 3.5, 49.5 the under. Give me the Cowboys. If anybody wants a meaningless win more than they do, I'd be hard pressed to find it. And the Giants are pretty bad. 3-13 Titans head to Jacksonville to play the 12-4 Jags. Jags are favored by 13.5, 47.5 over under. Big game for the Jags, not so much for the Titans. Jags win, they get the division. Give me the Jags by 13.5. Do often worry about teams taking the foot off the pedal, but I think they want to come out, establish who they are, get everything right, get up by like 28, and then pull everybody by the fourth, keep them healthy. It's ideal. Luckily, the 8-8 Colts head to the 11-5 Texans. Texans favored by 9.5, 38.5 over under. The Texans also have a chance to win the division if the Titans beat the Jags and they beat the Colts. And both games are at 1, so they got to play. a little bit. So again, I'll take the Texans to cover 9.5. That defense is sick. Riley something is starting. The kid from Notre Dame. The Philip Rivers experiment's over. They don't need that old man to get killed. They need to see what they got in the young kid. All right, 425 games. We got the 3-13 Jets heading to 11-5 Bills. Bills favored by 7.5. Give me the Bills all day, every day. 8-8 Lions head to Chicago to play the 11-5 Bears. Bears favored by 3. 15.5 the over-under. Give me the Bears. 11-5 Chargers head to Denver to face the 13-3 Broncos. Broncos favored by 12.5. 37.5 the over-under. Jim Harbaugh came out and said he is sitting Herbert and more starters to be named later. So backups against Broncos defense is ridiculous. Give me the 12.5 all day. 6-10 Chiefs head to Vegas to celebrate the end of their season and play the 2-14 Raiders. Raiders home dogs 5.5, 36.5 over under. I will take the Chiefs for 2 reasons. I think they try and get Travis Kelce at least 1 touchdown since it might be or could be his last game. And the Raiders are going to do everything in their power not to win. They're playing 2 quarterbacks tomorrow, O'Connell and somebody else. I can't remember. I just looked at it. I can't remember who else. Sorry, my phone's ringing. All right, we got the 3-13 Cardinals going to play the 11-5 Rams. Rams are favored by 8.5, 46.5 the over-under. Give me the Rams to establish themselves. Let me turn off that potential spam call. Sorry. So, yeah, we're going to take the Rams 8.5. I think they need to go out there and clean some things up. I don't think Devontae Adams back yet. I don't know. I wouldn't play him if it's not a playoff game. But maybe he gets out there for a little bit if he is healthy and knocks off some rust. 4-12 Commanders head to the 11-5 Eagles. Eagles favored by 4.5. They roll the Commanders. No doubt about it on that one. 7-9 Dolphins play the 13-3 Pats. Yeah, Pats and Broncos are still playing for the number 1 seed. I didn't really realize that. Pats are favored by 11.5. Give me the Pats all day, every day. 45.5 the over if you care. And finally, we got the 8-8 Ravens going to the 9-7 Steelers. Steelers home dogs at 4.5 plus 1.5. 40.5 the over/under. Taking the Ravens. I think Lamar's supposed to play, but I don't really care. I think they give it to Derrick Henry a lot. The Steelers have got Metcalf, and I think that big-ass tight end, Washington's out. And the Steelers look rough. Plus, no one can stop Mike Tomlin from having to be 9-8. The Steelers are 9-7. Shoe-in. You know what? I still haven't picked Haskell get paid pick of the week game. And we putting on the Rams. Actually, here we'll go back through. Let me look. We'll put it on the Panthers for one of them, and we're gonna go 2 here. So Panthers and who else we want to put it on here? Bears are playing for the 2 seed. But they got the Lions. I'm not picking the Broncos because they burned me before. So let's go with, you know what? 50 on the Ravens. There you go. First game, last game. So we got 2 picks of the week. All right, so let me go back through real fast here. We got the first Haskell get paid pick of the week. We got the 8-8 Panthers covering 3.5 in Tampa Bay. Then we got the Niners plus 2.5 tomorrow night against the Seahawks. We got the Saints plus 3.5 going to Atlanta. We got the Bengals at home covering 7.5 against the Browns with the Joe Burrow Laser Light Show one more time. Get your ticket in a barn burner. We got the Packers heading to Minnesota. We got the Vikings covering 9.5. Cowboys go to New York, where Dak Prescott owns the Giants and covers 3.5. Jags cover 13.5 at home against the Titans. Texans cover 9.5 against the Colts. Bills cover 7.5 against the Jets. Bears cover 3 against the Lions. Broncos cover 12.5 against the Chargers, who don't play anybody. Chiefs cover 5.5 against the Raiders, who don't want to win, probably won't even try. Rams cover 8.5 against the Cardinals. Eagles cover 4.5 against the Commanders. And the Pats cover 11.5 against the Dolphins. And finally, in the second Hescalade Get Paid pick of the week, the Ravens go on the road to Pittsburgh, cover 4.5, and beat the Steelers, making them 9-8. Mike Tomlin celebrates another 9-8 record. Steelers miss the playoffs. People smile about that. All right. I hope everybody enjoys games tomorrow and this weekend. I will probably be doing one for the playoffs. I actually might even let my son make some picks because we do good enough without him. So what the hell? All right, everybody. Happy New Year. Have a great weekend and God bless.